This is my Mormyridae Baby Whale, maybe one of the most interesting fish to have in your aquarium. This is not a scientific video, but this animal is so cool that I had to make a video about him. First thing he needs is a well-planted tank. Floating plants are a plus, and I'll tell you later why. Second, to keep this fish alive, you must have a cover for your tank. This fish loves to jump, and they can go very high. I used to have small pond snails, flat ones, for cleanup crew, but my Mormyridae Baby Whale ate them all. So I grabbed some guppies from my breeding tank and I introduced them because they eat everything, even from the substrate. The Oscar chases them around sometimes, but quits because he's just too slow. As you can see here, the baby whale roams around vegetation to look for little animals or invertebrates to feed on. They're excellent swimmers. They can swim backwards, upside down, vertically facing both up and down. And they can also even spin around. A truly acrobatic fish. Watch them wiggle in between the vegetation. I guess they developed such ability to be able to search for those invertebrates living amongst the vegetation. These fish actually detect their surrounding by using electrical impulses coming from the thin portion of his tail. However, and by having owned this animal for a while, I believe he searches for food using either taste or smell receptors. He has a protruded chin that he seems to use to scan around, so I'd bet on smell receptors. Here's a close-up to the interior of his mouth. You can see the bottom layer of his teeth. This is a great shot right over here. But like I said, I have no degree in biology. One of the ways I feed my baby whale is by feeding my Oscar. As you can see right here, my Mormyridae eats some of the half-chewed pellets that escape through the Oscar's gills and mouth. Also, did you know that this species of fish, the Mormyridae, which have many other subspecies, actually, they have one of the biggest brains when it comes to body size ratio in the entire animal kingdom. It is suspected that they can actually communicate with each other. They live in groups in the wild. A developed brain evolved alongside the need to capture and decipher the electrical signals it uses to navigate murky waters. Maybe a very well-developed brain is the reason it is so agile too. After all, muscles respond to electrical signals sent through the brain. Now you can see the baby whale come after the bloodworms. He detected them certainly by smelling them or tasting them, and not by detecting them electrically from behind the driftwood. He loves those worms, and he will protect the area in which he thinks that they are exclusively found. But he will also go berserk for mysis shrimp, an easy to feed animal that some actually call a scavenger. And this is why I told you in the beginning that floating plants are a plus. Because Mormyridae baby whales eat little bugs that live in vegetation. All this guy does is roam around leaves, driftwood, and the substrate. He'll eat snails if they're small enough to fit in his mouth. He ate all of my pond snails in a month. Another thing that aids to feeding them is that he actually doesn't eat a lot. Notice he hardly ate the few bloodworms I gave him. And I didn't feed him yesterday. Also, I have never even seen the guy poop. Scary in the beginning because the first time I saw him, I had no idea what he ate because of his different mouth autonomy. But just like with every fish I get, I did diligent research, as should everyone who owns an animal. I hope this video was helpful for new owners, and I really enjoyed making this video. And my conclusion is, to me, the Mormyridae baby whale is the most interesting aquarium fish in the world. Thank you for watching, and I'll keep you updated.